Siavano le leifo le nei o te whatalo whatu I le paia man mamalu o le tātou tāpua inga le nei tai au sungai I a mai se sungai tia kono mo tau whantua mai se le paia lasi lasi o le tātou e kālesia o e mātua se o lava na ia tātou whanawiti whai o na tātou mafuta le nei tai au whatalo whatu foi I nisi o nei o tātou mātua mainga o wō mai masani o lo tāpua I mai lunga o penga te whailangi I le nei tai au. Tā alofa Tamaiti?
Tā alofa Featuna'i.
Ma lo lava le nei tai au, ia tō tō whanau. Whaftai le whamalosi mai le tātou lotu le nei tai au, e u lava le tu ua le au ngasa. Ai ese lo fia, lo vava I atu o le tō teo mai le lotu. Whaftai ia tō tō whanau, ia mesi fwoi o tō mātua, ngā ruenga le lei o lo tō whaia, ia le au mai o tātou whanau pe au tō mai I le tātou lotu ma le tātou tāpua inga Tamaiti, tātou tala I le nei tai au, stones rot, but words remain. Stones may rot, but our words will remain. O le tala neo tala whapetania ai o lo atangi ai le upu fo lea tātou po rana ngā upu lea tātou wha Samoa. E pala le maa ai le pala le tala. Now this Max was an old man who had two neighbors. One he gets on very well, the other one he doesn't. But he always likes to dig his nose into other people's business. And he's sort of an old man who likes to spread rumors about others, especially about the neighbor that he didn't like. Now one day, his neighbor by the name of Bob had his bike stolen. That's the neighbor that he likes, Bob. And Max said to Bob, and Bob said to Max, do you know who may have stolen my bike? Of course, Max, the first person that Max thought about was his other neighbor and says to Bob, do you know what, Bob? I think I saw Jim with your bike. He took your bike. So Bob called the police and had Jim arrested for stealing. The police investigated the stolen bike and found out that, in fact, Jim was innocent. Max had made a false, or Bob had made a false accusation about him. So Jim felt really, really humiliated, even though he didn't go to jail or anything, but he felt humiliated that all his neighbors saw the police came and took him away for stealing Bob's bike. So Jim, instead of suing Bob, who owned the bike, but he sued Max because he was the one who went and told Bob that it was him that took his bike. So Jim sued Max for wrongly accusing him, and they went to court. And in court, Max said he was so sorry, but it was just words that someone had told him. But he meant no harm by it, by saying it was Jim who stole Bob's bike. So Max was found guilty for wrongly accusing or making a statement that led to Jim being arrested. Now the judge, before sentencing Max, said to Max, write down whatever you want to say on a piece of paper. On your way home, start tearing up the piece of paper as you go back home, and then just throw it away. And then tomorrow, come back to hear your sentence. So Max wrote something down, and on his way home, start tearing up the piece of paper, and he threw it everywhere, and he went home. The next day he went to court, and the judge told Max, now before receiving the sentence, did you do what I asked you to do? And Max said, yeah, I did what you asked me to do. So the judge said, now Max, go back out to the courtroom and pick up every single piece of paper that you tore up and threw away. And of course, Max stood there and said, "Oh, I can't do that. The wind must have spread them, and I don't know if I can find all of them." And the judge said to Max, "In the same manner, simple comments may destroy the honor of a man to such an extent that you can never be able to gather it back or bring it back." Max asked for forgiveness. But that's our story. Tamaiti, e pala le maa ai le pala le tala. Stones may rot, but some of our words will still remain. Don't blame anyone without knowing the truth. That's the first thing. First lesson from our story. Because your word, one word, can ruin someone's reputation for life. Forgiveness may be given, but it won't clear and wipe away the hurt that you may hurt someone because of your words. Pea o tātou urutala le nei tai Tamaiti. Stones will rot, but your words will not. E pala le ma, ai le pala le tala Tamaiti. O tātou tala na, ma fau le nei tātou, before you speak, am I going to hurt someone with what I'm going to say? If you are going to hurt someone, don't say it. Just don't say anything, unless you're going to say something to encourage the other person. Ia manuia tere o tau whanau, I leanga le leima le lofo le tua. Tātou pese le pese, e se laus fulma le wha. Se laus fulma le pese, na tātou pese.